Liechtenstein is the smallest country I've been to so far. The whole country's landmass is about 160 square kilometers or 62 square miles. And the whole country's population is about 40,000, making it one of the least populated countries in Europe. And out of the 40,000 people, about 35% are foreigners. I only visited Vaduz, so all of the clips in this video were taken in Vaduz. Vaduz is the capital, but it's not a city. The thing is, there are no cities in Liechtenstein, and Vaduz is actually classified as a municipality. And this municipality has a population of approximately 6,000, so it actually has less people than the village I live in. Even though Vaduz is the capital, the municipality of Shan actually has a bigger population. And in total, Liechtenstein has 11 municipalities. You can actually drive from the north of the country to the south in 30 minutes by car, and experienced hikers can probably hike the whole country in 7 hours. The land is very mountainous though, because it sits in the Alpine region between Switzerland and Austria. So if you're hiking or driving, you'll be going up and down the hills and around the mountain terrain. Now, Liechtenstein is a principality, not a kingdom. The ruler is called a prince, not a king or queen. The difference between a principality and a kingdom is that a kingdom is big, so like the UK, whereas a principality is small, like Liechtenstein or Monaco. And so Liechtenstein is actually a mixture of democracy as well as a monarchy. They have parliament, but the prince also has power to dissolve it. The first place I went to was the tourist office. Here, you can also get your passport stamped. The stamp has no immigration value, it's more of a souvenir. This is because Liechtenstein has no regular border controls. It's part of the Schengen area, but not part of the EU. It also doesn't have any airports or train stations. So if you have to travel there, you have to go through another country like Switzerland or Austria. And to get this stamp, you actually have to pay 3 Swiss francs. At the tourist office, you can also get souvenirs like this. I got this keyring. It says the Principality of Liechtenstein, and the other word is German for principality. It's in German because the official language in Liechtenstein is German. At the tourist office, you can also get this map of Vaduz. It shows you a few details about important landmarks, activities you can do, and important details like how the city has free Wi-Fi. And so if you want to visit Vaduz, I recommend that you get this map. This is Cathedral St. Florian. This is the most important church in Liechtenstein. It's the main church of Liechtenstein, actually. It represents Catholicism in the country. You won't miss it in Vaduz. It's just a few meters away from the tourist office. It used to be just a parish church, not a cathedral, and in 1997, it became a cathedral when the Archdiocese of Vaduz was created. Then after, I went to the National Museum of Liechtenstein. If you want to know more about the history, culture, how they make money, this is where you can get most of the information. I was interested to know how they make money because Liechtenstein is also one of the richest countries in the world. And I just want to say the staff in this museum was so lovely. The standard recommended time is 2 to 3 hours, but if you want to read everything in detail, then 4 hours is recommended. Even though Liechtenstein is small, it actually has a good variety of native animals. The landscape also helps since it's alpine. And so they have mountains, forest, and the Rhine Valley all in one place. As you can see, the museum displays native animals and plant life. It shows you how species survive here. The museum actually connects the animals to their environment. It helps you understand how wildlife like deer, birds, fish, and all the alpine creatures share this country. I'm actually impressed with how Liechtenstein has protected its nature even though it's such a small country. You still see forests and wildlife near towns. And this museum shows how important nature is to Liechtenstein. This museum was actually a lot bigger than I expected. It doesn't look that big from the outside, but you really get to see quite a lot. I was rushing through it since I had just an hour, and I was trying to get as much information as possible. And I'm sure I missed a lot of things. In the other sections of the museum, I didn't have enough time to fully explore, like the prehistoric section. It shows early life in Liechtenstein through tools, pottery, and objects from thousands of years ago. And other parts show how the monarchy shaped the country's development. Other parts of the museum also show you how Liechtenstein became wealthy, and it's because of producing high-quality goods and the finance industry. It has attracted international businesses and it has built a strong economic partnership with Switzerland. Then after, I went for a walk around the center. It has a good variety of shops, most accept either Swiss francs or euros. I was actually told by one of the staff members at the museum that they don't normally shop for things like clothes in Liechtenstein and that they go to Italy for that. And some people actually live in Switzerland or Austria but work in Liechtenstein. I guess Liechtenstein pays more. If anybody has further details on this, please let me know in the comments down below. And this is actually the equestrian statue of the prince. When you're in the city centre, you also notice there's a castle overlooking the commune. It's the official residency of the royal family. It's not open to the public, so all you can do is look from the outside. As I said earlier, I only visited the capital, but the next commune of Marbon, you can also do paragliding, and in winter, you can ski or snowboard. So the country does offer a lot of outdoor activities. So how'd you get to Liechtenstein? Well, we had to drive there, but if you cannot drive, you can get there by taking a train to Vaduz in Switzerland. And from Vaduz, you can take bus number 11. It takes you directly to Liechtenstein. And thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.